Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Longhorns will kick this away and start us off. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. A gain moves the ball out near the 25.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So here we go now, 3rd and inches on this opening drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. On the run, it's Carr. And it works. The first down to the 35. The Hurricanes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
First down here for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Thompson. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
The Canes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Thompson. Receiver makes the catch. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He'll pitch it. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. The Hurricanes looking to run some tempo here. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Miami.
And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point try coming now.
In the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
You set it down for the offense. 1st and 10. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his man, has the first down. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
Miami 7, Texas 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it to the left. He shreds the tackle. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we had good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And on the carry, he's heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield.
Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And now the try here for the extra point.
Of course, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. And there's the handoff. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26. The Canes will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those...
Oh, and he breaks free! It's a foot race! And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Well, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Thompson. Receiver makes the grab. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown for the U. This quarterback on fire today. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
Poor starting field position here for the offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Running out of time in the pocket. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with him, to be honest, but the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You could go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone. The Canes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. As a design quarterback keeper. Breaking tackles.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. 3rd down coming.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays. Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. First and 10 now for the offense. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
How about that, Chris? The big man comes up with a sack. You don't see that every day. But give him credit. He got to the quarterback and got a sack.
Let's it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot.
Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will be a return. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Here's the option play. And they finally stop him, where the quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Handoff in a single back formation. Breaking free at the 35. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they will claim the second half lead. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Texas 14. Texas.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking for his big tight end. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Here's a great example of the defensive line not fearing the run game. They know this offense, this situation, they've got to throw the ball. So pin those ears back and get after the quarterback.
Incompletion makes it second down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The pocket, nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Hand off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to throw again. Pressure is coming. Got him. He's sacked.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it, enough for a first down. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Dropping back, it's Thompson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked on the final play of this third quarter. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And now the defense able to bring him down. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it and when not to. People are aggressive.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they began with a great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
They'll try to run this one in. He'll get into the end zone. The two-point conversion ties this game up in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Fights off a defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And the Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Bulldozing his way through. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. And so that costly penalty nullifies a huge play. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it again. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it?
Well, it's a good job by the defense.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Now it's 2nd down here. It's a run to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Took contact on the throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. 1st and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. He'll hand it off. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game is on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so a little bit better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Thompson. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Finding space at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field,